Sellers, I'm Rebecca and you're watching Rebecca the Reseller. Thanks for joining me today for a Poshmark tips video. This video is all about how to run and things to think about when you're running a name your price sale. I've done 2 of them so far in my Poshmark career and I have some thought. I think this would be helpful to those that may be interested in running a name your price sale but are a little bit concerned about what may be involved with it, how low the offers might be, and just what to look out for. So this is going to be all of my things to think about and tips and trick for running a name your price sale on Poshmark. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Rebecca and I am a semi-full-time reseller. I sell on Poshmark and ThredUp and dabble in a few other things. My channel is all about reselling, how to increase your Poshmark sales, selling on Poshmark, tips and tricks, all of that good stuff. So definitely go ahead and check out the description below. That's where I leave you all of my recommendations, all of my links, and all the things that I mention in the video. Let's get into it. You want to run a name your price sale on Poshmark. You've seen other people do it. You've heard some good things. You've seen all the package piles, but you've also heard about people countering and it's not really name your price, or maybe you've heard about people that have lost money on items and you don't want that to be you. I've got a lot of tips and thought from running 2 name your price sales so far, and I feel like they've both gone really well, but I've definitely learned some lessons. So let's get into the tips. The first thing I would say is to think about, why are you doing this? What is the reason that you want to run a name your price sale? Is it just for fun? Are you looking to make money, or are you looking to move items? In both the scenarios where I ran a name your price sale, I was looking to move my items. I was highly motivated to get rid of merchandise for various reasons. So I was less concerned about the profit that I was making, or even if I was breaking even, I was needing to move inventory fast. And I felt like a name your price sale was a good way to do that. And I do think it is. But if you're somebody that is using this as a marketing tool and you're still looking to make a profit, that's debatable. And there's a few things you can do to help yourself actually still make profit. But I do think that being motivated by making sales and making profit is less a good reason to run a name your price sale on Poshmark. Something to keep in mind, and what I found through trial and error, is that as far as recording this video today, today is December 21st of 2020, Poshmark allows a low limit of 20% on offers. So if you have an item and it's listed at $50, the lowest a person can offer you is $10. And so off of a $10 sale, you would make $7.05. So if you bought that item for $1 or $2 and you ended up with the lowest possible offer that they could make you, which is $10 off of a $50 item, you would end up with still a few dollars profit, and that's not too bad. But if you paid up for that item and maybe spent $5, $6, $8 on an item, or that's your normal pricing, then that may not work out so well for you. So it's something to keep in mind. What kind of items do you have in your closet? What prices are they currently at? What is the 20% value of that item? And are you willing to take it, and is it still profitable for you? And that goes back to your motivation. Your motivation is to make money. It may not work out for you. But if your motivation is to move that item, then you may not care and you just want to get some money back and move that item out of your Poshmark closet. That's my biggest tip, is just to really think about, why are you doing this? What's your motivation, and what are you okay with, knowing that when someone makes an offer to you, the lowest that Poshmark will allow them is 20%. Now, if they make a bundle, which most of the time people that are doing name your price sale buying, they're making a bundle. And so the math is going to be a little bit different, because if you have, let's say, 2 $50 items, each one of them could sell for $10. So that's a $20 sale. Poshmark is going to take their 20%. So you're going to end up with $16. So that math, when someone bundles, is a little bit better than it is on just one single item. In my opinion, I think most people that shop a name your price sale do bundle items, so you can probably be safe to say going off of the bundle math example would probably work. So basically, if you have 2 items, each of them are listed for $50, that means that the total value of the bundle is $100. So the least that they can offer you is $20, and you would make $16 off of that, or $8 per item. You make a little bit more money per item when someone bundles it. The other tips that I have really kind of revolve around preparation. I first initially did a name your price sale back in the summer of 2020 in order to move a lot of items. I did it on a whim. And so I just kind of woke up that day and decided to do it. And I wasn't really prepared for it. I do have a social media following on Instagram and on YouTube. And so when I put it out, I was putting it out to resellers. And so they went ahead and, kind of jumped on it. And so I got a huge response. And we'll talk about that in a second. But I do think that there are some things that everybody should do to be prepared for a name your price sale. The first thing is you should remove your bundle discount right before you start running the sale. What I found is that if you have, like the example earlier, 2 items that are $50 each and they bundle them, that comes to $100 and they can offer you 20% of that. However, if you have a bundle discount on, they can offer you 20% of the bundle discounted price. So if I have a 20% bundle discount on, that's 2 items at $50 each, that becomes $100. Then it becomes $80 because of the bundle price. Now they can offer me whatever $16 off, or they can offer me $16, and then I'm gonna make whatever it is off of that. 14, what is it? 12, 16, I don't know, whatever you make off of, let me check. So off of $16 that they can offer you, you can make $12.80. So that's going to be even lower than them buying just one item. So again, that's something to think about, is removing your bundle discount when you run a name your price sale so that you don't end up with offers lower than you were expecting. Next is to make sure that you have boxes. So people are probably going to bundle a couple of items in your closet and offer you the lowest amount possible. Let's just go into it eyes wide open. You have a bunch of great items. They're going to bundle a bunch of things, and then they're going to make you as low a possible offer as they can. And you need to be prepared to accept that or not. Should you accept it, you need to ship that bundle out. Now, if you're somebody that always has a stock of your USPS supplies around, a lot of different kinds of boxes, or maybe you just have all the boxes coming into your home and you keep them as shipping supplies, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I usually do have several kinds of boxes. I have large mailing boxes, I have large flat rate boxes, I have medium flat rate boxes, the self-seal kind, and then I usually have a smattering of random Amazon boxes that we get as a household. So I would be covered if I just on a whim decided to run the name your price sale. But I realized how quickly I went through all of those boxes, and so if you didn't have boxes on hand, you would be in trouble. So make sure you have boxes. The next thing is to make sure that when you run your name your price sale, you have the availability to ship. I completely underestimated the first time I did my name your price sale how long it was going to take me to pull everything together, create the bundles, and ship them out. It's not just pulling one random item and shipping it off. It's pulling multiple items, then getting them set up in the box, putting the box together with the tape, and sending it off, with the label. So for me, I found that packaging up multiple bundle orders took a very long time. And as a stay-at-home mom, that was a lot of time out of my day, and it was a little bit overwhelming. So I think you just want to time your name your price sale where it will end, and you do your shipping when you are able to have that time to devote to shipping. Next, as part of your preparation, you're going to need to make a sign and share it out so you can let people know what your name your price sale is going to be about. What I would also suggest is make a graphic, but then you also want to include in the description some stipulations. We'll go over those in a second, what the stipulations are, but I'm going to show you my closet sign that I used twice now, and it seemed to work just fine. I put it on Poshmark, and I also put it on my social media. Now, there's one other thing that you can do. If you're not familiar, I actually created a Facebook group specifically to post your Poshmark deals and sales. That's linked in the description down below. The Facebook group is called Poshmark Deals and Sales. And so you can go ahead and just post a link to your sale, and anyone that is in that group can find your sale. And it works out great because sellers can post their sales and buyers can find sales to shop. So it's a really good way to kind of get some extra promotion for your sale. Now let's go ahead and look at my listing. Okay, so here is my name your price sale listing. This is the listing that I included in my Poshmark closet. I shared it multiple times as much as I could, and I put it at the top of my closet, so it was the first thing that people saw. Also, I guess I should note, if you're running any other sales, you may want to hide those signs at the bottom. That way you're not confusing people with multiple sales and multiple promotions going on. So I put as the title, name your price read. So that way they know they need to read the listing. I listed it at $3 so it would show up as a for sale item, because that way people, if they sort by available, it will come up. If you put it not for sale now because I don't have the sale running, but if I had this running currently, I would have it for sale. I put multiple sizes and I list it as a top because I feel like that's a pretty common thing. So people are searching for tops, and so it would potentially come up. So this is the second time around that I've done this. I wish I saved the first one, but I didn't. So the first one didn't have these additional graphics, but here I put only items with the money bag sign are included. That's something I learned my lesson on the first time, and I did it now because this second time I just wanted certain items to be name your price, not my entire closet. I was motivated to move certain items only. If your whole closet is on, then that's okay too. But for me, this second time, I wanted to denote certain items for my name my price sale. I also made it very clear, and this is something I would recommend, that you put it's a 5-pound maximum bundle allowed. If they go ahead and bundle 20 items, I am not paying for extra shipping when you only paid me 20% of the value. No way, Jose. So for me, I keep an eye when someone's bundling, and if it looks too big, if it looks like it's over 5 or 6 items or they're big bulky items, you kind of know what your items are and how much they would potentially weigh. If they're getting into an area where it's too many items or too bulky of items, I send them a note in their bundle that says, hey, so excited that you are shopping my name your price sale. Thank you so much. Definitely looking forward to you making your offer. However, just so you know, I do have a 5-pound maximum. You're more than welcome to make as many bundles as you want, but we have to limit it to 5 pounds as I just can't support paying the extra shipping. And most of the time, then people understand and it's not an issue. And most of the time that people are making large bundles like that, they may be resellers themselves, and so they should know what's going on there. So this is some of the information that I included in my listing. And again, you guys can find this in my closet. Only items with the money bag type in title are included. Just bundle and send your best offer to name your price. All offers will be accepted outright in money items.
Do you have a map of all the planets?
I do not have a map of all the planets.
Of all the states?
Of all the countries? Yes, I do. All offers will be accepted outright in money bag items. 5-pound max on bundles, please. I will not pay for extra shipping, so consider when making your bundle. I will message you if it's too big, as well as may cancel the order. I hope you understand. Feel free to make multiple orders. Thanks for shopping. So I'm pretty specific. And again, this is my second name your price listing. The first time I was not as specific. The first time I had it on my whole closet and I didn't designate certain items as part of them or not. And I did say 5 pounds max, but I didn't write that whole note. So lessons learned, but I would totally suggest letting people know about the 5 pounds and then deciding whether or not you want to denote certain items. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more right now. Okay, so a couple other things about how you want to set up your closet in preparation for a name your price sale. So let's say that you are looking to make money and you want to run the name your price sale. You also want to move some things, but you don't want to lose money. And there's a handful of items that you feel like you don't want to include. I would make sure that you put those items not for sale if there's only a few of them, because you could just go through and make them not for sale so that they're not available in your closet for someone to buy and make an offer on, and then you move on. And that means that everything else in your store would be included and it would work out just fine. However, if more items in your closet are not included than are included, then I would do what I did on the second name your price sale, which is to add an emoji and say all the ones with this emoji are included. So it depends on what the makeup of your closet is. If less things are going to be included, do the emoji. If less things are not included, just make them not for sale. Now, with all the things that are available for the sale, consider what is the lowest price you're going to take for them and where your break-even point is, or where you might lose money or whatever. Because if, let's say, you have an item and you have it priced at $20, someone can basically offer you $4 for that item or include it in a bundle, but the portion of that item being included in that bundle would make up $4. If you paid more than $4 for that item, you don't want that to work. So while I don't necessarily think you should artificially increase the prices of your item just for the sake of running a name your price sale, especially not for every single item, I do think if there's a handful of items that maybe over time you have dropped the price on and you don't want to lose money on, but you still want to try to move it, you may want to increase the price a little bit it so that the 20% value of that new item price is acceptable for you to take. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing, but if you take that $20 item and for whatever reason you don't want to accept any less than $10 for that item, you need to make that item $50 so that when someone offers you 20% of it, you can get $10 for that item. So it's just something to think about. Now, that's not to say that everybody that shops a Name Your Price sale is going to offer you the lowest possible amount. My audience on Instagram and YouTube are other resellers. So I knew that when I shared out the fact that I was having a Name Your Price sale, it was mainly going to resellers, and resellers are going to offer me the lowest amount possible because they want to make money on that item. So I went into it knowing that. However, if you have no following on social media, or the following that you have is more customers and not resellers, then you might do better than I did, because people may not know to offer you the lowest amount possible. They may offer you what they think is just a good price. So if you have something for $50, they may offer you $20, and that's less than 50%, which would be probably considered a lowball offer normally, but for a Name Your Price sale, that actually could be a decent offer, because otherwise the lowest possible price, the true lowball offer, what did I say, $50 item would be $10. So it's just something to think about. Know your audience, know your following, know that it's hard for sales to get seen on Poshmark. So when you think, oh, I'm sharing my listing and everything, people still may not pick up on it. I find that the most success that I have had is promoting my Name Your Price sale on social media. So that would be in Poshmark groups like my Facebook group, where you can post your deals and sales, or on Instagram, or on your own Facebook page, or whatever social media channels you have. The other thing I would suggest if you're looking to get the word out and you don't have a large following is I definitely want to do more, I don't know what the word is, like sharing for other people, I guess you could say. Like, you can tag me on your sale and I'll share it to my followers on Poshmark, or if you're on Instagram, you can tag me on your social media post and I'll put it out there to my Instagram following. I mean, I don't have a huge platform, but I do have one, and I'm happy to help other people get the word out about their sales, because it only helps each other. It helps you make sales and move those items, and it would potentially help other resellers for buying those items so that they can also make money on it. I mean, honestly, the world goes round and round, right? With all of these reselling clothing items, you know, I buy it from here, you buy it from there, I sell it to you, we both make, like, it's good. So there you have it. Those are all of the things that I would totally suggest or have run into, or lessons learned and tips and tricks as far as running a Name Your Price sale on Poshmark. I definitely think that you should give it a little bit of thought before you jump into it, because it does have some ramifications. You don't want to make people upset by doing a lot of countering. One thing I'll note as well before I go is that some people run Name Your Price sales and then they say, as long as I'm not losing money, it's Name Your Price. And so you send them a low offer, or you send them an offer that's higher than low, as far as like the max 20% price. They counter back with like $20 off the bundle or something. So there are a lot of people that run a Name Your Price sale just to get attention in their closet, hoping that you'll like an item, and then when they don't accept your offer, they just hope you'll buy it anyway, maybe. I don't know what's the point of that. When I run a Name Your Price sale, I'm motivated to move inventory. I'm not doing it to make sales. I'm doing it to get this stuff out of my house. And so I am going to accept your offer. And I think that you just need to have that like come to Jesus meeting with yourself about what your motivation is, like my first tip said, and are you willing to accept those lowball offers, or are you just wanting to make sales and still hoping you're going to make a profit? Because I think that's going to determine how happy you are with the Name Your Price sale and its result, and how successful it may be for you. Because if you don't actually close the sale, if you don't accept the offers people make, it's not going to really result in anything. So definitely consider what your motivation is and what you're comfortable with before you actually decide to run the sale. So that's it. I hope that you have learned a little something from all of these tips and tricks and lessons learned that I have had from running 2 Name Your Price sales on Poshmark. I definitely think it is worth it to move items. I don't know that it's worth it to make sales and profit. So again, just consider your motivation going into it so that you end up having a successful run of your Name Your Price sale. That is it for me. Thank you so much for watching today. I do hope you'll check out the description for all the links and things I have to mention to you. Like the video on the way out and subscribe so we can hang out again. Be sure to see whatever the next video is that's being shown here. I'd love it if you stick around and watch another video. See you in the next one. Bye!